Hey everyone, kumusta? I'm using Anchor to make and publish my podcast because it's the easiest way to make podcasts and it's free. Woo-hoo! What's amazing is Anchor handles the distribution of your podcast so it can be heard on platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. And my favorite part of this app is its creation tools. It allows you to record, edit, and even add some vibes on your podcast right from your phone or your computer. You can also make money from your own podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make and start your own podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Let's go! Check. So yeah, wait, how the fuck do I start this? Ayun, introduce myself. My name is JB. Some of my friends or mga kilala, they call me Jabe, Jibe, J-Balls, or J-Bog, or anything na comfortable sila. I am the creator or one-man team na nag-handle ng Iba Pa projects. It's spelled as ATBP projects. And yun, that's the one thing I do on the side. Parang something for passion, for creative outlets lang. Then what I do for a living. So, meron akong day job. At the same time, I do have businesses. One is I do have digital marketing, wherein I have 4 clients which is I'm handling, and it's paying enough for to support my expenses. And at the same time, I do have a store. Ang nag-handle nun is yung mom ko. So, tulong-tulong kami dun sa business na yun. At the same time, I do take photos, photographer on the side, ilang commercial works, some are publishing material, personal portraits, and fashion works. I do shoot also on gigs. Mostly ngayon, I'm diving on gigs like hip-hop or those gigs na medyo underground. Then, I've experienced shooting on gigs to sa mga malalaking bands na rin. Some are invited gigs, tapos depende na sa discrepancy ko kung kakayanin kong ma-shoot or mapuntahan, or yun, kung gusto ko yung i-shoot ko. At the same time, some naman ay commissioned and paid. At the same time, being a financial enabler to some of my friends who are doing yung mga crafts nila na film or ilang projects, events, gigs. Then I do help on the financing side, pero not on the expense of profiting from them. It's just helping them, assisting them on what I can help. Then ayun, I do invest din on some businesses ng mga friends, close friends na to whom I can trust, and alam kong forte nila yung business. Then yun, at present I'm currently diving on producing more content, like financing ilang kakilala who are planning to produce some contents, and at the same time I recently just produce and create an exhibit for Kalamba. So yun, I think that's some of the bits I can tell about, but parang dami na rin nun, so yeah. Wait, so one of my friend said na I should tell the story of paano nagsimula yung Iba Pa projects. So yun, basically I've been shooting, taking photos for a long time now, parang almost 90s or 8 to 9 years na rin. I think humaling lang ako sa idea of taking photos that presents intimacy and then the story, and less on the glamour but more on something realistic and at present. How did Iba Pa started? Iba Pa project started, the idea was na-form na siya during my last year on college, pero yung naggawa ko pa siya after 2 years pa. Nag-start pa siya, so parang nag-graduate kami, nangyari yung idea yun around 2016 to 2017. Then nagawa yung mismong name at first logo after ko mag-resign ako sa first job ko. Parang dumating sa point na I want to reconnect back kung saan ba talaga ako rooted na ground na area. The main idea for the term Iba Pa is, naging idea is one of my friend, he said this idea na parang gawa kami ng isang platform, small writing lang na hindi naman namin gagawing full time pero on our leisure time lang, to talk to the people na within our circle, something essential na stories to tell. Doon na lumabas yung term ng unsung, parang unsung stories, the uncelebrated. Those are the people na parang feeling natin wala sila on the highlight names, they are the etc. And yun, first yung parang naging term namin is it's either unsung or uncelebrated or etc. Yun dun lumabas yung term na sige, since I want to stick on my roots on Filipinian or something na on dikit lang siguro sa Filipino language, that's why sige, I said okay, let's make this Iba Pa. Then yun na, dun lumabas na sige, yung abbreviation na lang for Iba Pa is ATBP. Yan. At present, was lucky enough na some of my good friends invited me na kung gusto ko mag-shoot dun sa isa nilang event. Yun, so I did. After 2 years hiatus, then yun, I started going to gigs and events ng mga kilala, and I started talking also dun sa mga kabarkada rin na I want to take photos of, and at least kahit batuhan lang ng stories. Yun, Iba Pa is still on magto 2 years, but yung mismong pagiging active niya started just way back, I think June 2019 or June 2019. The first na parang nag-decide ako na I will be active in this is when I started shooting. One of my friends invited me to go sa stage ng Fit de la Musique sa Los Baños, hip hop stage. And yun, when I talked to David, siya sa co-founder ng Can Control Clothing. Yun, he welcomed me na, sige, shoot ka dito man. Tapos that's when the time that I started talking to, sobrang that time ko lang na-discover ng mga artists din, and which are from Calamba. Then things rolled on. They started saying, talking to me na, oh, may another event kami for this, you can go. Parang sige, sagot ka namin for the entrance, but I still paid yung entrance fee and so forth. Support din sa kanila yun. Things rolled on and rolled on. Yung mga before way na nakasama ko, na collaborate ko, nakatrabaho ko ulit sila, and they're the ones na parang being active on the scene for Calamba. Ano pa ba? I think that's too long to discuss how did Iba Pa started and ano na siya at present. Yeah, I think that's enough. Parang, yeah. The last question, what are my goals for this podcast experimentation that I'm doing? So basically, I want to have more conversations with people I know na alam kong they have something of essence that they want to talk about, that we can talk about and they can share to anyone who will listen to this podcast. Not aiming for something big, but siguro mag-result back din doon sa pakiramdam ng having a form of conversation na just plainly batuan ng idea, or you want to share an idea that will give a point of view or at least an essence of growth or progression do sa mga karinig. It's something na less of a negative but more on essence. Ayun, it's just a feeling of standby. Parang pag-standby lang, something na maganda pagkwento pag nakatambay lang kayo. Something na raw, usapang kali, usapang pagkain, kultura, or libro, or siguro less na doon sa mga negatibong bagay. Or di ko alam, siguro one of these days we might dive also on topics like something we can be curious of, and ideas or inspirations to do our creative works. Something na trip lang. Walang halong kahit purely kalmadong trip lang. Yeah, that's it. Before I end this episode 1, I would like first to give thanks to my friends. You know who you are, too many to mention. When I said this idea to you, then kaya totally push kayo for me to do it, and also gave me tips on what to use, what to buy, what to do, who to check for inspiration and for idea. Yeah, thanks. I hope I can also invite you on this experiment that I'm doing. At least batuan lang ng ideya, kwentuhan, or anything. Trip. Yeah, I think welcome 2020. This will be something new for me and for Iba Pa projects for 2020. You can follow our Facebook page at Iba Pa projects or ATBP.projects. Makita nyo lang doon some of the latest events na nag-shoot kami, and 3 of the video na ni-release namin 2 months ago, and we will be releasing more sa mga darating na buwan. Watch out for mayroon nang naka-4 na naka-line up for AKAP, and for Istambay yun, we will be transitioning this on a mix of highlight video / podcast. Yun, you can check it. And you can also visit the medium.com/ATBP-AT-IBA-PA. Some of the past articles na sinulat namin is dun siya nakapublish, and we do hope to transition on our own website by this year. And you can also check out my Instagram at JB It's JAYB Paule. I think it's too much to handle, and we want to at least focus na lang on isa or dalawang platform. So yun. And also, as I always say, manatiling mapagmahal at nangangarap kahit malupit ang mundo. Have a good day. Ingat. Peace.